FWD, RWD, 4WD and AWD. What's the difference? Which is better? Front-wheel drive FWD. In FWD vehicles the drivetrain delivers power from the engine to the front wheels, while no power is delivered to the rear axle. The majority of vehicles available today have a FWD drivetrain, including sedans, SUVs, and crossover SUVs. With the front wheels pulling all of the car's weight, FWD vehicles are good all-around options that tend to offer better fuel economy than their RWD, AWD, and 4WD counterparts. They also perform well in slippery conditions and when climbing hills. FWD drivetrains are also the most cost-effective to manufacture, so they tend to be cheaper than RWD, AWD, and 4WD options. Rear-wheel drive RWD. In RWD vehicles the drivetrain delivers power from the engine to the rear wheels, while the front wheels only provide steering. Until the 1970s RWD vehicles were the most common as there was no cost-effective way for the front wheels to both steer and rotate the front axle. Today, most RWD vehicles available are performance cars and pickup trucks. Because the weight is more evenly distributed with a RWD drivetrain, they tend to provide better handling, although not in slippery conditions. RWD systems also offer high towing and payload capacities, which is why they're so often found in high-end pickup trucks. All-wheel drive AWD. Whereas FWD and RWD systems only send power to either the front or rear axles, AWD drivetrains can send power to both axles simultaneously, depending on driving conditions. This means all four wheels in an AWD system can be engaged at once if and when necessary. In some AWD vehicles, the AWD system can be turned on or off. In others, it's always on. When it's on, the AWD system directs power to the front and rear axles as it senses traction loss. For instance, if it senses some traction loss in the front axle it will send more power to the rear axle to compensate. Very popular for the winter season, AWD vehicles are ideal if you're commonly driving in areas where road conditions aren't the greatest, or if you do some light off-roading. Four-wheel drive 4WD. When it comes to AWD versus 4WD vehicles there can be a lot of confusion, but there's a simple difference. Unlike AWD systems, when a 4WD system is turned on, it sends equal power to both axles, regardless of traction or conditions. 4WD drivetrains are designed for extreme off-roading, such as canyoneering, scaling boulders, and climbing steep hills. In most cases, the 4WD system can be turned off when it's not needed, as driving in 4WD mode on smooth pavement can actually damage the drivetrain. Not surprisingly, you typically find 4WD systems in off-roading Jeeps and trucks that are designed to handle tough conditions, variable terrain, and uneven surfaces. If you find this video useful, please share it with your friends, and if you have any questions, leave a comment, we'll respond. Thanks for watching, and